Thought I'd make a Sparky's paint tips short video. And what I'm going to get at is, when I was painting the other airplanes, I was using these guns. I get them from Harbor Freight. I think they were $9. It's a K3 touch-up gun from Harbor Freight, and they do work pretty good. Well, yesterday, I like to have one gun for each color. This one's for red. You keep white just for white. That way you don't have any spits, any goofy boogers that come out and spit onto the paint. But this one's for red. Well, they didn't have any of those when I went to Harbor Freight yesterday. So I saw this Central Pneumatic HVLP gun, touch-up gun, and it was $35. I'm like, wow, that's expensive, and I really didn't want to spring for that expensive of a gun, but I decided, well, I'll get one anyway and we'll give it a try. So I go to check out, and I get the bill back, and I bought a lot of stuff, sandpaper and just different knickknacks, and the bill was $18. And I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yes." So the gun that I got was this. It was $12. I'm not sure if that was a sale or whatever, but I'll tell you what, even if it wasn't a sale and it was $35, it's so far superior to the other guns, it's ridiculous. Now, how do I know that? Well, I mixed up half a pint, and I painted this whole airplane with a half a pint, and I still have just a little left over for, some spot touch-ups. But how do you know that the gun is much better? The compressor has started 3 times for this whole paint job. When I'm painting with this gun, the compressor's continually running. The spray pattern and the coverage with this gun is about 4 times as good. I have it set at 22.5 pounds, and it's just phenomenal. So even if it were $35, it would be worth it, because there's not much overspray. It's putting the material right where I want it. It's going to save paint. It definitely cuts down on the noise, because I don't have to hear the compressor running. So, I thought I would give looks like I'm out of paint now. Give a Sparky's paint tip. And we'll see you on the next video. I'm going to be trimming this up today, and when I shoot clear, I'm going to try these with some clear. I'll probably go back today and get another one, seeing as they're so cheap. And the quality is so much better. Plus you get a regulator with it. This is 9 and this is 12. For $4 more you get a real professional gun. It's a no-brainer. And these were the paint tips. I have many more videos coming, but I do have to get this painting done. Let me show you something here. I'm kind of give you a preview on what's happening. The preview on what's happening is I molded the skins for the Thunderbolt, and that'll be in the upcoming compound molding video. I'm real happy with this fuselage so far. This Richard Oliver system for putting the fuselage together really worked out nice. So there'll be many things to come. Here in the next few days we'll be starting our build along. And I thought for that build along, because I'm cheap and I don't want to go to Kinko's to get a copy, the first hour is going to be how to take that small file from the computer, and we're going to print different parts to scale on the printer, and then we're going to come over and cut out parts, and that'll be the first hour. If you want to miss that, you can, but make sure you go to Kinko's and get your plan ready. Now, it doesn't matter whether you build the Excalibur, it doesn't matter whether you build a Twister, it doesn't matter whether you build a Ringmaster, Flight Streak, or any other half a dozen other profiles. They're all the same. So when I show you how to stack sand ribs, that's one thing. You can do it for all the airplanes. Lay out the wing, all the airplanes, all the sanding techniques, all the layup, it's all the same. So my build along project is going to be the Excalibur that I'm going to give to the beginner winner at next year's Nats, because that was the deal. I was given a motor, I was going to build an airplane for him, so that's what I'm going to do. You build what you like. I suggest the Excalibur. So many more things to come on Control Line Craftsman. I know this week I didn't get much up, but I've been busy painting airplanes. And until I found this new gun that I talked about in the beginning of this video, I really couldn't paint because the compressor was continually running. And now that I have this, I can show you how I paint, or how fast it goes, because now the compressor will only run 3 times in one coat. So I'm real happy with that. I'm looking this over. It's been a few minutes drying, and this is one coat, and it's all covered pretty nicely. I might mix up just a little bit more paint, because I don't want to load, these are electric airplanes, and I don't want to load them up with paint. Depending on whether I've got all the spots, it does look like I've got all the spots covered. And you don't want to try to make these refrigerator white, because if you do, it'll be too heavy. I mean, it's relatively white. In the sunlight, it'll be bright white. There's no need to load the paint on. I don't see any use for any more than 1 pint of dope per airplane. You can't get it covered in a pint, which is actually thins out to be a quart. You didn't do something right. I do see a spot that I missed there. So I'm going to add a little more paint to it, and I'll touch that up and let it dry. But I'll come back when I'm getting ready to lay out the trim. We'll see about getting some videos up on the compound molding. So much to do and not enough time. So keep watching. I'm going to make this video available to everybody so they can see what's going on in Control Line Craftsman. Be sure to subscribe and like and comment in the video section. And if you really want to know how I build Control Line airplanes, hey, join Control Line Craftsman. There's a couple ways to go. $10 a month, $37.50 for 3 months, or is it 6 months? $54.95 for a year, or $150 for a life membership. Hey, where can you get all the enjoyment out watching all these videos? I got hours and hours and hours of videos posted already, and by the end of next year, we'll have twice as much. So, until then, keep building. Title line.